We are back.
We are back, and that was, again, Claudette Monet, Love You From a Distance. To label her music as simply soul is a big understatement and a huge mistake. She fuses soul, funk, rock, and pop into a mixture of shades of greatness. She's filled auditoriums and amphitheaters all over the nation, building a following of faithful fans, including ourselves. Please welcome to the conversation songstress Claudette Monet. Claudette, thank you so much for dropping by the show.
Thank you for having me. How is everybody?
Wonderful.
Good.
Hey, Claudette, again, this has been a thrill for me. I'm so happy we finally got you on the show. I'm going to jump right in so we can get as much out as possible. Since you started singing at such an early age, did you always know you wanted to sing professionally, or did you have to be convinced to consider it as a career?
Let's see, that's a good question. As a kid, I was the last of 10, so every Friday we had a little talent show. So I was always mimicking different artists, but it didn't really hit me until probably my last year in high school that I really wanted to be a singer. So it followed me from there. I won a pageant in high school. I sang a gospel song. My mother insisted on me singing a gospel song because my father was a minister. And once I saw everybody's reaction after I opened my eyes, I was like, oh, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. If I can have this type of reaction out of everybody, then I'd love to have that feeling for the rest of my life. So that's when it really hit me, okay, I'm going to be a singer.
Claudette, did you just say, I wrote it down so I'll make sure I wasn't hearing things. Did you just say 10 kids?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
She did.
Did you just say you had 10 siblings?
Yes.
Wow. Now that's wow. That's some talent.
Yeah, so I heard everything. That's why I do such a broad variety of music, because I remember hearing the Emotions, the Temptations, Commodores, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, Prince. I heard Sam Cooke. I can't even think of the gospel singers right now. Shirley Caesar. I heard everything because my brother had a reel-to-reel. I had another brother, and they're like way older than me. He was in a quartet. I had another brother that played trumpet. My sister sang gospel, but no one really pursued it but me. So
wow.
I was family.
You just mentioned reel-to-reel, so you dated yourself and your siblings.
I know. I remember he probably still has it. Like, that was a big deal. And I remember when I would visit, because I lived right outside of Tallahassee, and my brother was, like, near St. Pete. So I would go visit for the summer, and I would hop in the car, and he had all of these cassettes. And they were so organized with all these different titles, like Al Green and this person and that. I was like, wow, this is really neat. So I heard everything. So it's just like this old soul in me. And then I still love rock and I love pop. I love everything. So what my plan is to bring all of this out of my music as time transpires. So that's my background in music.
But
I also played the flute. I played the flute from like 4th grade to 12th grade. So, once I started singing, I put the flute down, but I was like, winning competitions. I won my first pageant playing the flute, and I was in state competition, that big deal. And it was a big deal to me. I was a band kid, like I was in all the bands. But once I discovered that singing was my thing, I was like, okay, I don't need the flute anymore. I got the diva in me, and I was like, I don't think I need the flute anymore. I'm thinking about picking it up again.
So now you're trying to convince me, Claudette, that the beautiful Claudette Monet was a band geek? That's what you're trying to get me to believe now?
Yes, that's the exact word, band geek. I went on all the competitions. I played the piccolo and the flute. I was a band nerd, first chair. I was really into it. That was my thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I was actually in chorus from kindergarten through my freshman year at FAM, and I still really can't sing. So I guess some people just have others don't.
But I don't really think thing. I would get so nervous. And I remember somewhere in high school, we were in Spanish class, and I was kind of shy about it, but at the same time, I wanted people to hear me. And I remember one day the teacher allowed me to stand on my desk and sing a song, and I will never forget that. I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy.
Wow.
But that was like part of me growing into this singer. I was like, okay, I can do it. They like it. Just seeing people's reactions still today. I did a gig last night, and I'm still, like, overly flattered when people say, oh, my God. I'm like, really? Thank you? I'm still like, okay, I guess I'm doing this. I still am a singer, embrace it. So some days I'm still like a little kid with this. I'm like, oh, my God, I still can't believe I'm still singing. I never thought I'd continue singing this long.